My name is Tebello Mosese. I am popularly known by the name Lady T. Um, Lady T is just T for Tebello. That's all there is to it. But yeah, while growing up, I've had different names from Miss T, Lady T. Now, because of age, people are starting to call me Mama T. But yeah, my name is Tebello Mosese. I am Mosotho originally, um, brought up in Lesotho with my mom being from Bloemfontein and my dad from Lesotho. I won't go that much into that part of my life, the childhood and all, but throughout the years, obviously, with the experiences that we go through in life from childhood into um, maybe our youth, our adolescent stage, and later on coming into the adulthood, there are things that we go through, experiences that we go through as human beings. On the work side, I have done a lot of work in different areas. At one point, I worked at the government department. Um, I think it was for 8 years until I resigned. And the reason for my resignation was just for me to pursue other things that I felt I needed to do in my life while I still had the energy and the chance to do that. And among those things, it was business. I love business a lot, and I love ministry as well because I believe as much as we are called to pursue a certain assignment on earth or a certain purpose, as people normally call it, but we also have to make a way to live. We need to find a way to make things work and for us to actually put bread on the table. So I'm very passionate about creative work. I am a person who is always finding things to do with my hands. Hence, I resigned from the office work because I finally had to decide that it was really not for me. Sitting behind the desk, behind the computer, doing the same thing every day didn't really work for me. So, among things that I do has designing. And I think that was just prophetic because I'm a woman of many heads. As we will see as we go ahead with the episodes that will be bringing into the podcast that we are starting. But the main work that I do is that of a milliner. Milliner just simply means someone who can design heads. And I've been in the field for over 15 years now. So even with the fascinator that I have now, it is my own creative work. And yeah, there are also a couple of things that I do, including making fragrances, home perfumes, car perfumes, and all that. But the reason for me to start this podcast, as I have mentioned, I have done a lot of work in different areas, and just to mention a few, it will be the work that I have done with the community in Kempton Park, where we have been feeding for almost 10 years now the homeless, people who are staying in the streets. Every year we have like a get together every December where we just get together with different pastors in the area and we bring them a Christmas lunch. That is just one of the things. And I'm also a restorative justice facilitator. Restorative justice facilitator means someone who has been trained to work in prisons with the inmates. So the work actually just entails the rehabilitation of the inmates. We call them offenders. The word that is more acceptable these days, we just call them offenders. So that is another area. Another area would be what is really a passion for me, to work with the boy child. So working with the boy child came after I have done a lot of charity and voluntary work at different organizations, including Scheme GP, Child Welfare, um, a lot of them. There's another one in Lotus where I used to be a member at the church. We had another organization within the church that was working with people in the community, Vision of Hope. So there's actually been a lot of charity work that I have been doing. I have worked with elders, like the old age homes. I have worked with uh, young kids with disabilities at another different organization. So during that time, that is when I think I found my assignment to work with the boy child, because when I started Petahaso Foundation, which is the organization that I named working with the boy children, I think at that time there wasn't a lot of organizations that were doing the work that I got into with Petahaso Foundation, because at the time, that was in 2015, I think a lot of organizations were just mainly focusing on the development of the girl child and the women empowerment and all that. So that is where I saw a gap, because obviously I have a child who is a boy. He is the only child that I have. So I think I saw a gap to say, but with everything that is going on, with all the the initiatives that are being taken by almost everyone to say, how do we help the girl child? How do we empower women? Um, in my mind, I was like, but what about the boy child? So that's when Peter Hazo Foundation was born, with the objective to support the mental and the emotional well-being of the boy child. So I have done that work for the past 15, not 15, since 2015, obviously, up until now. But I think the main thing that came out of Peter Hazo Foundation for me was the work that I am doing as a restorative justice facilitator, to work with the inmates, because out of that experience, obviously with other experiences that I came across with people who are living on the streets, people who are addicted to all sorts of substance abuse, ladies who are doing the other side of work, which is prostitution. I think it opened my mind to say, as human beings, we go through a lot, and we get to a point where we become what we term now as broken people. And unfortunately, in these days, there are a lot of broken people. So it gave me, I think, an idea, or just a different perception, to say, okay, as a human being, who are we? So I came to the conclusion that, okay, the the Bible says we are the spirit, we are the soul, we are the body. So it simply means that we are three of these functions that cannot be separated. And unfortunately, with the brokenness that we are seeing now, or even before, it has always been there. Um, the soul is being neglected. In most cases, we go to the gym, we work out because we want to look a certain way. with our spirit. Obviously, we'll go to church and we say we are feeding our spirit with the word of God because we need to have that relationship with God. But we rarely talk about the soul, which is the mind aspect of us, where we actually make certain decisions, or all our decisions for that matter. And that is where the free will is, where we continue to make the decisions. And that is where our feelings are. And when we say we are broken as people, it means our soul is broken. According to my understanding, I stand to be corrected. So this is where now the podcast is coming from, to say, if then we are living in this broken society as broken people, how do we become aware of who we are, and with the life experiences that we have gone through, how do we then become whole, so that at the end of the day we are the whole three aspect of a human being, meaning that spirit, soul, and body. So T with Lady T's objective is just to say everybody has got a story to tell. And it's always best for us to tell our own stories, to own up to our own stories, and to actually own even the mistakes that we have made along the way. So that is just basically where the concept is coming from. So in the coming episodes, we will be having different guests that will be coming, obviously, to share their own stories, ordinary people just sharing their extraordinary stories, educating people, sharing positive inspiration, um, just unpacking a whole lot of aspects that a human being can go through, the experiences that a human being can go through, that ultimately affect them, spirit, soul, and body, as the three dimension of a human being. So, in short, our mission is just to amplify real life stories of inspiration, resilience, and hope, showcasing individuals who have defied the impossible, risen against the odds, and are still here to tell the story. So, that's just basically what Lady T podcast talk show will be about. So I am hoping that we will get people coming in to watch the show. We'll have people coming in to share their stories of hope and resilience and rising against the odds. And just to mention a few things, like I said, this is a very new show that we are bringing. But I just want to give special thanks to companies and individuals that have already come on board to say, hey, we are ready to support the vision. And already we have Mana Lodge, as you can see around me. I am sitting in this nice, um, comfortable, and very tranquil place where they offered us the place to come and shoot all the episodes for this season, which will be 12 episodes. And it is a very nice place. You can't tell that you are actually in Kempton Park. So yeah, shout out to Mana Lodge management, and we really appreciate them for offering us this place. And I would like to also thank Dow Earpets, the coffee company that has offered us their coffee brand for the coming episodes, the whole season of 12 episodes. They have offered us and our guests to have their premium coffee. So if you cannot afford to buy Dow Egberts, just holla at us and you can come through and have a free cup of coffee of Dow Egberts with us. On that note, I want to thank my team, the production team, uh, for actually availing themselves. We will be shooting the episodes like today. It is Sunday. We'll be shooting our episodes not every Sunday, but we will be dropping the episodes every Sunday from Hmm, I don't know when. Yes, we will be dropping the episodes every Sunday at 3 p.m. So as you begin to see the episodes, please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, to just share a word of encouragement, or whatever that you would like to see or hear on the episode. Obviously, everything that is affecting us as human beings, spirit, soul, and body. Everyone is welcome to come and share their story of resilience. And yeah, we are hoping that we are going to bring you good content that is inspiring, that is educating, that is uplifting. And so, from me as the host of the episode, thank you very much. Please go and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.